Hey everybody, welcome back to Rad Garage. It's been a while since my last video and I apologize for that. However, you know, this channel really is just a chronicle of my life, just the car and garage side of life. And my other side of life has been taking precedent and priority since the end of the summer. But I'm back with this video today here in late fall. Autumn has just been beautiful here. No one could ask for anything more out of Mother Nature. It's just been a beautiful fall season. We're into the middle of October and we're still getting up to plus 20 Celsius. Just absolutely gorgeous. But as anyone knows, the snow will be coming at some point. I'm happy to announce that I'll be equipping my SQ5 with a new winter setup. Same wheels. I've got the 20-inch TSW Sprint wheels in gunmetal. I ditched the Hakkapeliitta R2s, which were pretty trashed after 5 winters. What I've got here is the Hakkapeliitta R5 SUV winter boots. So I'm super excited about that. What I'm going to do in this video is take viewers behind the curtain at Tunerworks, which is a local shop that I've developed an excellent relationship with. The guys there are just so awesome. So I spent the better part of an hour speaking with Chris, who is the service manager down at Tunerworks, and he gave me a little tour, primarily of the tire shop, where they do all the installs on the tires and wheels. But he also toured me around the service center. He introduced me to Blaine, who's the shipper and receiver down there.
These are all the new pre-order wheels that we have pre-mounted before winter tire season. Most of these are going on new vehicles that customers have purchased that did not come with winter wheel packages. So we offer competitive rates and expertise on all wheels and tires of any sorts really, but really that perform the best in winter.
So I see a couple Porsche badges here, so these are obviously going on a Macan or a Cayenne or something?
Yeah, that's a pretty popular platform we do, both those. We have some TRD ones here as well for some Toyota trucks. Anything from Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Porsche. We kind of carry a selection all the way from the premier custom wheels all the way down to a replica type wheel as well.
Yeah.
Fast, for example, these ones are quite popular for replica, and they offer a quality wheel at a good price.
So I have TSW on mine. Where would you rank them in the?
Oh, TSW is great. Yeah, we've been a dealer for them a very long time. Yeah. They're a great wheel, great price again, and they offer many lines as well. You know, you can go right from sort of their base model and shine it up, custom finishes, sizes as well. Even over here on our wall here, some popular replica wheels. A lot of them you'll recognize are Audi or BMW kind of looking modern wheels now, and even with some older cars, maybe they're 10 or 5 years older, as soon as you outfit them with a more modern wheel, it doesn't have to be flashy. You know, we try and choose an OEM plus look is what we like to use.
Yeah, I like that.
It can really modernize the car. So the wheel choice is important, and the great part of it is you can get it in just about any finish as well.
Yeah, that's the thing I really like about TSW is they have all kinds of styles, but then they'll also have the variety of finishes. Those look very similar to the Sprint, but I don't think they are they?
Similar, yeah, similar, yeah.
Love it. So fast TSW, there's another nice TSW.
And just in the most recent years, we've also outfitted a truck lineup as well, Black Rhino, which are here at the end. Some of these wheels are pretty awesome, but we've been selling more and more of these, and they can fit, again, a lot of trucks, some of our big G-Wagons as well. We got lots of choices for that as well. So this is our bolt-on areas, we like to call it. So these are the wheels and tires that have been pre-mounted. This is everything in the queue just for today.
Yeah.
And then our technicians, our tire technicians, will jack up the car each corner and properly install the car, the wheels and tires. So what David's going to do here is he's actually going to mount up this wheel onto our Hunter road force balancing machine. And what's really unique about a road force versus any other type of balancing machine is it actually loads the tires. So you can see there's a roller in the back there, yep, which will contact the tire, simulating the wheel moving on the road under load. And that is what gives us a true balance, because just spinning a tire with no load on it's not actually going to give you an accurate balance reading. We don't use any hammer-on weights. The weights we actually use are stick-on weights, which are kind of just beside David on the machine there. And we actually have all different colors. So depending if you have silver wheels, there's the roller contacting the wheel. So it's asking us to add 1 ounce of weight just near the bottom there, which is actually pretty good balance if you ask me. Being new wheels and tires, you would hope it's nearly in balance. Here's our different style of weights too. So they're all stick-on, low profile. So for cars that have really tight wheel to caliper clearance,
right,
we want to make sure they're low profile.
Yeah, it's a far cry from those old hammer-on.
That's right.
Big, massive ones.
Well, there's even real tall stick-on ones too. Yeah. They're like, yeah. So you know, we do our best to make sure that we hide the weights and at least color match them to the best of our ability. So Joey, our lead tire technician, is just bolting on some G-Wagon wheels here. Joey's been with us a long time, and we trust him with all our premier sets of wheels. So, in fact, I just had a set of Works mountain balance for my Datsun 240Z, and he's one of the only guys in the city I trust with those wheels. So.
Did you put in a special request for him?
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, I do. He's high in demand. So,
yeah.
But honestly, all of our team is well trained, and Joey oversees them all. So we have a lot of respect for that. The guys are always stack protective layers in between any wheels. Even you can see here as well, same thing.
Those are the things that matter to a lot of people.
Well, every car that we bolt on set of wheels has tire shine installed. And I mean, further than just even bolting on a set of wheels, we take the opportunity to clean the brake calipers, wipe them down. I mean, nobody wants a new set of wheels on with dirty brake calipers. See, Joey's done a lot of wheels in his time.
I bet he can do it with his eyes closed.
I bet he can, yeah. Incoming tires that we've pre-sold just for the next couple weeks here.
Oh, the smell of rubber.
Oh yeah, and all the new rims that have come in. So they come in per pallet. So when the pallet comes in, it's a fun day to unpack all that. So we have a shipper receiver. His name's Blaine. Typically he's here. He's probably out and about at the moment. He's a busy guy, so. Oh, speak of Blaine.
Hi, Blaine. How's it going? Good.
So here's all our wheel hardware. We carry all new wheel hardware. Everything from black, chrome. We even have some gray stuff as well. And this is not an official measurement. We'd obviously double check this, but I would say those are probably closer to 30, just judging by sight. So, and again, 14 by 1.5. 30 mil. Always important to check to make sure your front and rear are the same length, because if there's any type of spacer or staggered wheel setup, that can also change the back pad of the rim. So we have a policy here at Tunerworks Tire, and we assume everything's incorrect and we prove it right.
You're guilty until proven innocent.
Well, that's that's right. If you're a wheel, that is. Yeah. We check obviously thread engagement, make sure that the proper amount of threads are engaging the hub. So depending on the diameter and the pitch of the thread is going to determine how many threads there are. I think on average like 6 to 8 threads is kind of minimum spec. Yeah. We check the seat of the bolt as well. I mean, whether it's a cone seat or a ball-shaped seat, because even if it's a wheel for a Mercedes, and they typically use cone seats, it could very well be a taper seat on an aftermarket wheel. So we have to make sure we check that as well. This is Blaine's domain here. He runs a tight show back here.
I could tell.
Yeah. He does. He does. We encourage studs, especially if you're doing any like skiing up in the mountains and whatnot.
Right.
They make all the difference on ice. Truthfully, you have to stud a tire when it's brand new.
Yeah.
You can't stud a used tire or one that's been driven on. So if you do choose to stud a tire, it has to be brand new. So if they're studdable, let's see if we can find a set here. They'll have little holes in them that can accept the studs, and then they're installed with a stud gun. I'm just looking for a winter set that has stud holes on them.
Here, you walked past.
Did I?
Sets. Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah, like those ones came studded.
Nice.
These are studdable. These are studdable.
There you go. So that's what the tire manufacturer has to have those holes in them in order to install studs.
So, is this guy going to get them studded?
No.
No.
These ones
They
are
could be
studded.
though if
Correct.
they want to. Would you recommend a studded tire if you're just, you know, the average Calgarian driving around the city all winter?
I think it's personal preference, personally.
Yeah.
I think it depends where you live too.
Yeah.
Like what part of Calgary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 3 cars. 2 of them have studded winters. And that started when we lived in Bankview, which has
Lots of hills.
really steep hills. And that's when we first got studded. But because for myself, the way I see it is Calgary has really wild temperature swings where you do get compacted ice
Yeah.
fairly often.
Especially in a neighborhood like Bankview where they can't run the big trucks through
Nope.
regularly.
So you're in narrow streets where
Yeah.
big trucks, or they don't even plow along
Yeah.
the side streets.
I don't even know if they
anyways.
could get them through with cars parked on both sides. That's a good point.
So you need like really hot temperatures for an extended period of time before all that compact ice
Yeah.
on the roads is gone.
I think they give you the biggest advantage in ice, as Blaine was saying. Yeah. Yeah, soft snow and fresh snowfall, I truly feel a good performance tire is your best option. Well, and truthfully, I mean, your confidence is instilled with the all-wheel drive system and the tire choice that you put
Yeah.
on that car.
Yep.
And contrary to popular belief, the narrower your tire, the more pounds per square inch you're applying.
Yeah.
We call them pizza cutter tires when
Yeah.
we put on something
Yeah, yeah.
really narrow. And truthfully, narrower tires, even though they have less surface area, perform better in most snowy conditions than a wider tire does.
If someone comes in and their vehicle is equipped with 21-inch wheels like my car, but you're not going to have 21-inch winters, would you recommend going down 1 inch in diameter or back down to a 19? Because I went to 20s.
Okay.
Part of that was just the aesthetics. I have to look at that car 6 months a year with those winters on it. I didn't want to go 18s or 19s.
You and a lot of people.
Yeah. So when that factors in, but like, what's the deal with the sidewall? You want a fatter sidewall in the winter.
Well, it's going to give you a couple things. One is the number one thing you're going to notice is the ride comfort. The ride comfort
I don't know
alone.
what that is. What's ride comfort?
It's
Just kidding.
basically tire suspension, yeah. Tire suspension. So your sidewall is offering a lot of suspension as
Yeah.
well as, the vehicle suspension.
Yeah.
So as you increase this, it's able to absorb bumps,
Yeah.
irregularities in the road.
Yeah, it is true. Even with the 1 inch difference between my summer and winter setup, I do feel
Oh,
it just takes a little bit of the pressure off when you're driving.
absolutely.
Had I gone down to a 19, it would have been even like floatier.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I mean, it also gives you a bit more of a contact patch because when you're taking off as well, the sidewall flexes, and that's what actually helps the tire adhere to the road. If you ever, an extreme example of that is look at some of those top fuel dragsters that have huge sidewalls.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when you actually take a snapshot or a freeze frame of the sidewall, it's literally,
Yeah.
it's
Buckling.
buckling
Yeah.
to try and contact that tire to the road, to the racetrack. So the sidewall plays an important part, and yes, thinner is cooler, but thicker is more functional. We'll call it fashion over function for sure.
So when you hear of an Audi Q5, what automatically comes to mind for rim diameter?
Well, you can, you know, most vehicles, like OEM, come with many factory options.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
21, 2019s.
Yeah.
You could have 4 inches in different diameters.
Yeah.
Q5 is pretty standard 20 inch.
Yeah.
Yeah?
21 is like the plus package.
Yeah, for summer and all season.
Yeah.
But if you go down to a winter, would you suggest I go down to an 18 if I have a 20-inch setup on it?
Well, and another weighing option.
That's another thing. I've got the SQ5 with the big brake caliper.
Another weighing option to that is, yeah, brake caliper clearance and also cost. Because usually the smaller the rim you go, the less the money it is.
True.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who have really low profile tires that hit massive potholes in the winter
Yeah.
and potentially damage the rim or the tire, and then end up having to replace both, or something with
Yeah.
smaller diameter but larger sidewall would have absorbed it.
Yeah, that's exactly,
And
it
would have
absorbs
saved
more.
them from maybe getting their car towed on a really cold day.
The short long story is when the opportunity came up for Tunerworks to purchase Regal Tuning, they had a great working relationship for many, many years. Yeah. So it just kind of all made sense. We had a lot of mutual clients, which kind of birthed the start of Tunerworks service. And so we've really bullheaded the service market for most European makes and models.
I love following you guys on Instagram just to see the amazing cars that come in here.
Well, and it's all pretty recent stuff. Like typically if there's a post from Instagram, it was here like that day or the day before. So service inspection, oil change, we're doing wheel bolt on and some other items as well. There's a Porsche Panamera. We're doing brand new front wheel bearings on and alignment. Oh, I was hoping our GT3 was still in the shop. Must be back at the showroom. So again, some basic service. G-Wagon here, we're doing some service upgrades. You can see a lot of the cars that we work on, we wrap in the blue protective film there. Yeah. So we don't have any risk of damaging the paint.
This is appreciated, even though people might not even know it. Because getting a scratch on your car after you took it in for service is the worst.
Absolutely, yeah. We do not only a full walk around and damage report, we share that with the client upon drop off. That way we all know what condition the car came in as well. A terribly exciting day here. We had a 2022 GT3. It's probably back at the showroom now. Yeah, full Rentec package. We did this one 10 plus years ago.
Yeah.
And it's been reliably driving on the road. It's an amazing car.
That is the best AMG color.
Yeah, agreed.
Is that the one you were telling me about?
Yeah. So this is one. We've serviced 3 or 4 of these in the past few months here, the brand new GT3s. So we're pretty excited to get familiar with the car.
All right, well, thanks for sticking around, everybody, and for coming along on this journey to new winter tires. I've got these Hakkapeliitta R5s. The next step will be waiting for the weather to turn to the dark side, and I'll go ahead and install those using my quick jack. But I'm hoping that's not for a few more weeks. I'd also like to say thanks to Chris for spending, he spent over an hour with me. I wasn't able to include everything that we discussed. The video would have been too long, plus I had some audio issues, but I think you get a good sense of just how knowledgeable the team is down at Tunerworks, and thanks to Blaine, and thanks to Steve. I'm gonna miss some people here. I'm gonna say thanks to Steve and Rob and Bobby, and yeah, just a great company, Tunerworks. Always appreciate the personal service I get when I go there. And I think this channel's just, opened that door. So look forward to more collaborations with the team down at Tunerworks. Amazing place, amazing cars. And until next video, stay rad.